A contest between the navies of China and Japan by 2025 seems like a silent storm brewing across the Pacific. On one hand, China is churning out new warships at a rate not seen by the world in decades, while on the other is Japan, smaller but razor-sharp in technology, training, and coordination with the United States. The East and South China Seas, these narrow blue lanes that bind together Asia's most powerful economies, have turned into a chessboard of strategy, deterrence, and pride. Each new ship, each exercise, and each radar ping is part of a silent conversation about power. And the question everyone asks is deceptively simple, but laden. Who has the stronger navy? Let's start with China. The People's Liberation Army Navy has become the largest naval force in the world. By 2025, it will operate about 370 warships and submarines, more than any other navy on Earth. What's impressive isn't just the number, it's the speed. Chinese shipyards are so productive that analysts joke Beijing launches a new European navy every few years. The recent star of this expansion is the Type 003 Fujian, China's first carrier fitted with an electromagnetic launch system, or EMALS, the state-of-the-art technology once unique to the US Navy. The Fujian can launch heavier aircraft, fly more missions, and project power farther across the Pacific. It's more than just a ship. It's a symbol of ambition. With it, China has entered what its own strategists call the three-carrier era, a new stage of global reach. Sailing behind those carriers is a fleet of formidable destroyers and frigates, such as the Type 055 Renhai-class destroyer, displacing about 13,000 tons, a size comparable to an American cruiser, with up to 112 missile launch cells, carrying anti-ship, anti-air, and land attack missiles. These are floating fortresses, built to reach targets well before they can be seen. Dozens of these ships are now being deployed by China's Navy, supported by an enormous industrial machine and a growing string of overseas bases. On paper at least, this is an unstoppable armada. Yet military experts say scale does not always mean strength. For one thing, China's sailors lack combat experience, and the ability to sustain complex, long-range operations remains a major challenge. China has a big navy, but not yet a battle-hardened one, is how one analyst sums up the situation. Now let's turn our gaze to Japan. That is, the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force. Its fleet is much smaller, just about 155 to 160 ships, but what Japan lacks in numbers, it more than makes up for in sophistication and skill. The JMSDF is often described as one of the most professional and technically advanced navies in the world. Its submarines, such as the Soryu and Taigei classes, are among the quietest ever built. Some use lithium-ion battery systems that enable them to stay underwater for longer and travel faster than pretty much any other diesel-electric submarine on the planet. Japan even retires older submarines early, just to ensure its fleet remains cutting edge. It's a quality over quantity philosophy, and it works. Above the waves, Japan's destroyers are technological marvels. Ships like the Maya and Kongo-class use the American Aegis combat system, giving them world-class missile defense capabilities. The Maya-class can share real-time targeting data with U.S. ships and aircraft through something called the Cooperative Engagement Capability, CEC. Essentially, Japan and the U.S. see the same battle space at the same time. It's like fighting as one navy, not two. Then there's the Izumo and Hyuga classes, large helicopter destroyers that Japan is converting to carry F-35B stealth fighters. Once these jets start flying from Japanese decks, Japan will effectively have light aircraft carriers of its own, blurring the line between self-defense and full-fledged power projection. But Japan's true strength isn't in steel and technology, it's in alliances. Each JMSDF operation is inextricably linked with the US Navy. They train together, share intelligence, and operate with near perfection in exercises like RIMPAC and Malabar. In a real conflict, Japan would never fight alone. American carriers, submarines, and bombers would be part of the equation from day one. That alliance multiplier changes everything. A fight against Japan is never just a fight against Japan. It's a fight against the United States, as a defense analyst wrote. But Japan is not sitting idly by. It is rearming at a rate unseen in decades, a response to the growing Chinese presence around the disputed Senkaku Islands and across the Taiwan Strait. Tokyo is buying long-range standoff missiles, extending the range of its Type 12 anti-ship missiles beyond 1,000 kilometers. It is even developing AI-powered missiles that can talk to each other mid-flight, coordinating in attacks in swarms. In plain words, Japan is preparing not just to defend, but also to strike back, if necessary. Meanwhile, China continues to use its Coast Guard and Navy to push boundaries, testing Japan's patience in what analysts term gray zone tactics, aggressive actions that stop short of war. The stakes couldn't be higher. If China ever gained full control over Taiwan, its submarines could move freely into the Pacific, cutting Japan's vital sea lanes and threatening its energy lifelines. That is why, to Japan, the contest is anything but one of pride and prestige. It is one of survival. The job of the JMSDF is to make sure the lifeblood of Japan, trade and energy routes, remains open and secure. So, who really has the stronger navy? The honest answer is, it depends on the battlefield. On paper, China's PLAN is the stronger force, larger, growing faster, and now capable of operating far from its shores. But Japan's JMSDF, backed by the US, holds the qualitative edge: better trained crews, world-class submarines, and superior anti-submarine and missile defense systems. In a high-end war near Japan's home waters, many analysts believe the JMSDF and US Navy together would hold the upper hand. The real verdict? China has the bigger navy. Japan has the smarter one. China builds for global reach. Japan prepares for local victory. Both understand that the ocean between them isn't just water. It's the front line of Asia's future. The next decade will tell if it's the raw numbers or refined precision that truly rule the waves. But one thing is sure, the quiet waters of the Pacific are getting louder.